Okay, so let me tell you about today. Yesterday, get a call. This guy needs this brush pile picked up because he's got a citation. Okay, the city came out there, and apparently what the deal was is they thought FEMA was going to pick it up from Hurricane, but FEMA does not pick up on commercial property. So he gets a citation and calls somebody, and they're like, hey, it's 12 weeks behind, we can't get to it, but call this guy. So they call me. And I told the guy, I said, I'll get by there and take a look at it. Go by there and take a look at it. Way underbid it. Bad thing. But, I mean, we still made some cheese, but not like we should have, okay? So then, next door neighbor's got a brush pile out front of his place. Comes over. Hey, will you give me an estimate? I said, not a problem. And I had a guy show up, excavator, okay? And so we were loading the trailer with the excavator. Unfortunately, a guy turns into the yard, boom, the radiator or the hose for the radiator blows up on his Ford truck. And so, long story short, we excavator, get that one pile up and everything like that, we're good to go. So then I go and look at the other pile, and we're waiting on somebody to bring some parts. So this is what we end up doing. I go and look at that other pile, tell the customer, you know, I can go ahead and do it right now at this price. He says, I think I quoted him $800, something like that. And I said, I need to get the money. And he was like, well, this, that. And then it turns out that he lives 40 miles away, and he had already left, did not want to come back. And I was like, okay. I said, I'll be back tomorrow. He said, not a problem. I'll have the money for you and everything like that. I said, okay. So what we ended up doing is went over there, had some massive logs and everything like that. So I got the guy, while the excavator was there, go ahead and lift that stuff, put it in the trailer. All right. And so we did that. And I went ahead and made the appointment. And I got over there at about, I think 11 o'clock. And I started working. And I worked up till probably about 5:30. I took an hour break for lunch, went and got a hamburger, came back. It was brutal. There's no shade whatsoever. You can see my face is red, okay? And I loaded a 7x14 with 5-foot sides on it, all by hand, okay? The majority of that trailer was picking up sticks that have been, you got to figure these piles have been sitting there since September last year, okay? So you got a lot of mulch going on, all right? So we end up getting, you know, and I'm throwing this stuff in there. And so then we basically get to the point where all that's left is a bunch of leaves. And so you got to rake the leaves. And then I had a big plastic, and so I had a pitchfork, and I'd put them in there. And then I'd take the tote, go to the truck, or go to the trailer and dump them in there. Had a 12-foot step ladder going up, and made it, you know, low slope so that I could just walk, you know, walk right up like a set of stairs with that. And I'm gonna show you footage. Trailer is very full, okay? My back was killing me on the way home. What was happening is that my legs were cramping up and everything, and it was not fun, not a good day. It's been a long time since Robert worked that hard. However, first thing this morning, took 2 loads of rock, okay? They're only 5 feet or 5 miles away from the yard where I picked the rock up. So I only charged her $1.25 each trip. So we made a quick $2.50. And then for that one brush pile, it was $1,000. And, you know, and I got them out there, and I said, let me ask you this. You know, your expectations, what we talked about. I talked to a lot of people last night after you and I talked. I said, what do I need to do to make sure that you're satisfied and fulfill, you know, what I agreed to do? He said, this right here, and we're done. And I'm like, not a problem. And folks, I was just absolutely brutal. It was my, You know, I had to keep telling myself, you got this, just another 30 minutes. And it was like, then I started to see that the end was near. And I really didn't want to go back out there. However, we're going to have to go back out there because there's a lot of dirt on the sidewalk. And I did not have a broom with me, nor a flat point shovel. So I'm going to be taking those 2 items with me so we can get it all cleaned up and everything and have it looking good. You know, because at the very least, I would like for that person to say, if I ever need you again, I'm going to call you. And that's what it's all about. So stay tuned. I'll show you that trailer full of crap that got loaded up by hand. By these, exactly. It was not fun. I'm 50 years old, and sometimes I really need to tell myself that and remember and act like I'm 50 instead of getting out there like I'm a young buck and saying, oh, I got this, I can handle this and everything I can. But tomorrow will be a new day, and I'm fixing to go to bed. So watch the rest of the video. It'll be, hopefully it'll be entertaining for you. But yes, so today was a $1,225 day. Really good day. We made money, but I'm paying for it. A couple ibuprofen and broke down rednecks is going to be good as new. All right, but do me a favor. Ding ding! Hit the like button for me. Stop. Okay. Thanks, take that. And if you're new, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Yep, so that little that red one. Yep, that's, man, you're a pro. You got this. You got this. Watch this. I appreciate everybody. We're over here on Creighton, picking up this brush pile. Hey Henry, how much you think picking up that? There's some pretty decent sized pieces in there, nothing unmanageable. And this as well. We got to unload this trailer, dump it, and then we got to go back, drop it, and get another trailer, come back and dump it as well. We are here at Eager Beaver. Eager Beaver is a business here in Pensacola, Florida that deals in forestry products. You can have trees cut down, stumps ground, you can buy mulch, all kinds of different, they actually have colored mulch as well. If you have a trailer full of yard debris, all wood, no trash type of product, so to speak, you can bring here and dump it as well. A place like this is instrumental in being successful with my business, in the sense that when we pick up large piles of yard debris, trees, things of that nature for people, that I have to have a place to come and dump it. And it's much easier to get in and out of this place than it is the landfill, so it works out real. These people are very much in the service industry as far as taking care of their customer when they get here and everything. Joe and Deanie in the front office, they're awesome with what they do. All of the guys that work for them that I've had interaction with have all been real nice, real pleasant, eager to help and everything. So, you know, it's real important that you have these kind of relationships with these people, and you know, always make sure you do business with people that want to do business with you. Okay, here's the story. We got a referral for this load of stuff. We went out there, picked it up. We used an excavator at the time. There was 2 trailerfuls that had been done, so we're dumping one. And then the neighbor comes over and says, hey, will you take my pile as well? So I accommodate him, and that trailer will be coming up, and that one did me in. I want to show you all something here. We got Phil at Mayhem Motorsports. It used to be that you would take these, push them up, and then clip them through there and everything. The problem with those is that they're not real effective, and sometimes the doors would come undone, and when you're driving away at the dump, they end up getting all bent. I had to have Phil redo these both sides, and did an excellent job. They're very much reinforced, heavy duty, and that's what you need in this business. But instead we put the chains right there, easy in, easy out. Nice. That's that old style. This is like a 2015 model trailer. That's a good old turd. This is what started the business. She has definitely made some money, but she's not the best at dumping. I have other trailers have the same rating, but are capable of dumping more. That's the money sound right there. This is coming out right here. That's a pretty decent load right there. We're about to get out of here. Pretty substantial operation they got going on right here. That's that colored mulch right there. That's pretty cool. It chops it up, bags it. Good stuff right there. You can see over in the background all the bagged mulch and whatnot that they have available. This right here is the monster trailer that I loaded by hand all by my little self. That thing is packed full, I'm here to tell you, and I am still paying for it this morning. Unbelievable. Up there, all around, down here, unbelievable. Wait for the footage when we get it dumped, see how much was really in there. This was all done by pitchfork, leaf rake, and that plastic tote. I'd fill it up, and then I had a ladder leaned up against the side of the trailer, and I'd climb that ladder with that tote, dump stuff in there, because it got down to the point where there was a lot of leaves and stuff. And after I got the branches and trunks and all that, that's what we had to end up doing. And she's full. Somebody needs to go and clean this truck out. I'm busy hustling, making money. I can't stop that long. But we're gonna make it happen today. I got a massage lined up tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to that. I was almost gonna call her and say, hey, you got any openings today? Let me get a little refresher, just a 30-minute, you know what I'm saying? But we'll be able to make it, and we're gonna have to find out again who's got my money. All right, we're about to unload this trailer and really check it out. They asked us to move, and so we had to make that happen. Whatever you do, always be nice to these people. Crank on this part, get this thing down. You got to figure out, I've gone this thing many times, compacting it down. She is straining. We got a lot going on this morning. Always make sure you're aware of who else is working around you, so that you're not backing into anybody, you're not getting in the way of them working, just always making sure things are happening. That's a bunch of wood right there. All right, so there you have it. It was a brutal day. Gross was $12.75. Probably spent $50 in gas. Had $120 in dump fees. So figure, you know, our net profit for yesterday for about 8 hours of work, 9 was roughly $1,000. So it came out to about 110 bucks an hour. Not bad. We could have made less money had we had the excavator. However, it would have been only 3 hours and we would have been done. And it is always worth it to make less to have more time, because when you have more time, you have the ability to go and make more money, okay? And so if you're tied up all day at a specific rate, then it's real hard to go and make more money. Thing about it is, it's always a learning process, and you'll figure it out. You know, one of the things, and I know y'all always hear me harp on this, is about a mentor or a coach. And the thing about it is, that person can put you light years ahead of if you were just to go out and do it on your own and then try to figure everything out. You know, if that's your gig, I totally get it. That's how I've done it, so to speak, to a certain degree. I do have a coach that I use, and he is more of a wealth building coach than specifically a dump trailer coach. And you know, and I talk with him about making moves, and a lot of those moves that I make are because of the money that I make from my dump trailer hustle. And you know, with building wealth, it's a slow grind. It's really not that fun or exciting or anything of that nature. However, it's extremely necessary unless you want to run dump trailers for the rest of your life, or a power washing business, painting, construction, whatever. You know, but the thing is you really got to consider that once you go to retire, how much money you're actually going to have. Dollars sounds like a lot of money. It really is not. Trust me, it is not a lot of money, okay? The conservative average return on investment is about 4%, okay? Can you find stuff that pays more than 4%? Yes, you can, okay? Find something that pays more than 4% that'll do it on a consistent basis for, we'll say, 20, 30 years. That's going to be tough. Analysts say that 4% is about what you need to use for a benchmark. Well, you figure if you got $1 million sitting, that you're getting $40,000. Well, then you consider that you pay about $8,000 in income tax off of that, down to $32,000. That's roughly what, $2,750 a month, which comes to, you know, $650 a week. You go and buy 3-4 nice steak dinners and then a massage, boom, you're done. You know, that's all your money for the week. And that's not if you got a car payment, house payment, or any of that other in there. And so, you know, and then here's the other thing is, what if you need health insurance? Good friend of mine, he's paying $2,800 a month for health insurance, and he's in great health. He's got good insurance, and people never think about that kind of thing. I saw a thing on Facebook the other day. Girl says, alternator in my car has gone out. I have missed a few days of work. Can anybody help me with food for me and my children? What the hell? What do you mean your alternator is out, okay? And here's the thing, is that if you've got kids, you get that earned income credit at the beginning of the year, so most of them people are rolling deep $5,000 to $8,000 in income tax return. How do you not have any money in the bank for an alternator in your car? But now her kids eat because poor financial habits. I hate it for her, okay? Trust me, I'm not trying to be a jerk about this or anything like that, but there's no reason on earth somebody should be saying, my alternator went out, I've not been able to get to work. What that is saying is that I have poor financial habits and I don't plan for the future. If you have kids, you better get a savings account because you brought them into the world, and that's your duty, your obligation. Don't be stupid or selfish. You know, it blows me away how people just, you know, it's not a kitten. You know, you bring them into the world, it's your job to do as best as possible with those kids. I'm Rental Robert. You have a nice day.